Despise chaos and create order. Does any one of you recognize the book from which this is? Probably not. Okay. This is Edmund Kirsch's core belief as to what the human brain's root program is. And Edmund Kirsch is one of the leading characters of Dan Brown's Origin. So I thought despise chaos and create order is what we are all about, right? So I asked myself, what is Semantic MediaWiki's mission and methodology in terms of knowledge management? And I have, in an abstract way, identified actually 4 aspects. One is explicit externalization annotations for subject matters. For example, you do a text analysis and you have for example, a sentiment analysis of content. Then internalization. Morning, Mark. It should help us search, of course, knowledge, a very rich capability to facet knowledge, to optimize it for the purpose at hand, and a drill down, which is sort of a mixture between search and browsing for me. Then integration. This is all about bidirectional linked open data, and I'm very happy we have one new community member specializing in this. So these would be the 3 main areas where Semantic MediaWiki can help us. In the course of structuring our conference, I thought of this. This is something I read in Uncle Bob's book, A Place for Everything and Everything in Its Place. That's why I came up with this. Now, this is my own creation, and I invite you to actually rip it apart and optimize it in any way. Just very briefly, I can make out 3 main layers: an infrastructure layer, which is customer and domain agnostic. You know, Semantic MediaWiki's code base shouldn't be any different between NASA and a bakery. And there, of course, we talk about setup, maintaining, and developing. So all these aspects should be agnostic of the domain. Secondly, customization. There it's all about configuring it for the domain and especially integrating it. Nowadays, people want to, you know, have systems talk to each other. They despise the chaos of silos. And then, of course, operations, promotion, use, and monitoring. Of course, you have to convince people to use it. You have to increase or maximize the usability, and you have to monitor it, both on an assertional level, that means what people actually put there to consolidate this, and secondly, on the terminological layer, in terms of what the structure is to actually accommodate that information. So what do I see organized or accommodated in this way? Well, it could be knowledge media and our best practices. There's a lot of people here who are, or about 5, who are new to Semantic MediaWiki. And of course, you know, Carsten again, where is Carsten? There it is. At every single conference, I congratulate and I praise him for his huge effort of a fantastic documentation of Semantic MediaWiki. It is Carsten who is the driving force there. So as you can see, documentation is also a community aspect there, where I want to, you know, accommodate anything that has to do with communication documents like certification, where we can guarantee a certain quality of compatibility of extension with the core and so on, but this is a future idea maybe. What is one first application? We can look at our conference right now in terms of contributions. These are the 2 days. On the left is today, on the right is tomorrow, and now you have an idea about the mental nature of this conference. And I pretty much like the fact that, yeah, we have a lot about the the operations layer, a little bit of development, a lot of community today and a little bit tomorrow. So, but this is one facet of this conference which is facilitated by using Semantic MediaWiki. By the way, this is compiled, this is a Semantic MediaWiki function. This is not something I typed in manually. Right, so if you juggle around your talks, this will update. Then the next 3 days, today we're going to have talks. Tonight will be an open evening, so we can all gather for dinner. Tomorrow we have talks again, and then very importantly, we have an open mic. I invite you to think about anything you want to have addressed here. This will also lead to the unconference on Friday, where I will sort of moderate a short list of ideas for the on-conference day. Tomorrow night we have the conference dinner, and then Friday, of course, we're free to mingle. And there on Friday, just to give you some idea what we could talk about, of course, I'm full of ideas what we could talk about, but I want you to invite, or I want to invite you to come up with concrete ideas. Then a little bit of modalities. If you want to opt out of streaming, please tell me. You have a personalized Wi-Fi that works. If you want to upload the presentations, you find the link on the conference page. Bathrooms is in the next to the entrance. Telegram channel you find on the conference page. If you don't want to keep your badge as a Cindy, again, she has done that at every single conference I attended, looking and polishing the program. Then Marion for the food, Jean-Mer for the video, Brian and Sabine, they're not here today with us, but they've been invaluable sparring partners to investigate things. Carsten and Frank for taking care of the sponsor invoicing, and Stefan for actually helping me with a little tweak in CSS in the chameleon skin. So that was it. Thank you very much. And now we have Lucian, right? Avec Jean-Mer.